In this video, I'm going to show you how to wire and set up a Hive multi-zone. So you can see if I turn up the temperature for the downstairs circuit, only the downstairs radiators come on. If I click on upstairs, turn up the temperature, then only the upstairs radiators will come on. And the beauty of it is the customer control everything from their phone. So if we start with what they currently have this old programmer which controls two thermostats, which are exactly the same, one upstairs, one downstairs. So the first thing we're going to do is take everything out of the box, and like always, we're going to connect up the hub to the internet and let it update, let it marinate, let it do its thing. While it's doing that, we're going to take off the old programmer and see what we've got in terms of the wires. So on the left, we've got our earth neutral live, and then our gray cable is for our hot water demand, and then the black cable is for our heating demand. So the first thing we're going to do is remove all of these cables, and yes, this is an S-plan, meaning that we've got two separate zone valves, one for hot water, one for heating, but then we've also got an additional zone for upstairs radiators because the house is quite big, so we've got three zone valves we're working with. But let's suppose that you've got a combi boiler and you've got an upstairs circuit separated from a downstairs circuit. This will also work for you. You'll just have to ignore the wiring I'm doing now and follow the wiring I do on the second receiver. So that's the earthing, that's the neutral, that's our live. Then we're going to do our hot water, which was the gray cable. And then our cool for heating, which is the black cable. Now in terms of a wiring diagram that I'm following for this whole job, I've put it on the top left of the screen. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but if you want to get full access to it and other wiring diagrams, you can get it in the gas bible, which will be linked down below. But at this point, the hub is all done updating. So now we can go to the app on the customer's phone, enter the hub ID, go to heating zone. Then we can click start. And then at the same time, we're going to flick on the power, pop in our batteries and allow them to all be searching at the same time whilst we have our double flashing yellow light. And you can see now that's all paired up on the phone as well. So now we can quickly test it. And there you go, working as it should. But remember, we had a programmer before which was controlling these two thermostats. So right now, the boiler will only fire up if these thermostats are on at the same time as well. So now we need to remove these two thermostats because we have wireless thermostats. So what we're going to do now is we're going to follow this cable and see where it goes into this spaghetti wiring center. And you can see it's that black cable there that my finger is touching that then connects to two gray cables, which then goes to those two thermostats in the hallway that I just showed you. So now what we need to do is remove that black cable and put it into the brown cable of the zone valve. So then what happens is when you call for a demand on the Hive, it sends power down the black cable, then through the brown cable because they're now connected together. That then sends power to the motor inside the zone valve. That then sends power to the orange cable, which then goes to the boiler. Okay, so at this point we're about 50% done. We now need to wire up our second receiver for the upstairs zone as we've already done downstairs. So I've connected the earth neutral live, done our link, and now we've got a single black cable for our heating for upstairs. Now for the other side of the cable in our spaghetti wiring center, I've wired in the earth, I've wired in our brown to the permanent live, and now we've just got our neutral that we need to do, which is the gray cable. I'll label it blue, and then our black, which is our switch. So this was a fresh cable that I ran because it wasn't there before. So you can see gray's in with the blues, and I will label it, and the black goes to the brown of the zone valve for upstairs. And at this point, all of our wiring is done. I need to try figure out how I'm going to get this inside there without cables falling apart. And I swear that's the hardest part of these wiring centers sometimes. You touch one thing and then cables fall apart somewhere else. It's a headache. Anyway, put it all back together. We're going to go onto the Hive app. We're going to click on add a device, add a new heating zone, click start, and it's exactly the same process as before. Click find thermostat. That's going to be searching. You're going to flick on the fuse spur, pop in a battery at the same time. I messed up the recording because it happened so fast. So I'm going to show you the original one again. This is what it will look like. It will then say pairing, and then you get the option to rename the zone. So straight away, I'm gonna name this one upstairs. I'm then gonna click on the other one, name that downstairs. So then the customer knows what zone they're turning on. It's a lot easier than thermostat 1, thermostat 2. So that's that done. And now we can test to see if it works. Downstairs, turn that up. That should turn on, which it does. Yep. And then the pump comes on there, the zone valve opens up. And then if we go back to upstairs, flick that up, that should go green, which it does. And then that one comes on. Very last thing to do is remove the old horrible thermostats from the wall and put them on, so you can see exactly the same thermostats upstairs and downstairs. And that is it. I hope I made that clear enough. Any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. But again, one thing that will help you massively, and yes, I know this is me tooting my own horn, but it's something I refer to myself all the time, is the gas Bible. It helps me a lot with wiring and other breakdowns, especially because there's so many different types of boilers, faults, different wirings you can have for different boilers and thermostats. So sometimes when your memory is not fresh because you haven't done it for a while, it's nice to have something you can rely on. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description below. You can grab that. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it was beneficial to you.